So okay boleh Alright. Alright, the capitalized cost is actually a project that involves a very long service cycle. Okay. Okay. It involves a very long service life cycle, and the product that we are dealing with that has a very long service cycle, such as highways, bridges, airports, and etc. So for the cases like this, the end, all right, assumed to be infinity, all right? And normally for this project, it has a combination of maintenance costs, recurring costs, and non-recurring costs, all right? And the formula, all right, for the capitalized cost is P over A equals to 1 over I, where n equals to infinity, all right? And you also need to combine with the normal formula, all right? So for this problem, all right, so can we draw the cash flow diagram for this one, all right? A project with perpetual life period is estimated to require an investment of 6 million now. So how can you represent this 6 million in your cash flow diagram? Macam mana nak buat? Ini semua orang ada ke tak ada ni? Ada tak ada ni?
Ada doktor.
Ada.
So macam mana nak draw? So macam mana nak draw dia punya ni cash flow diagram for 6 million tau?
Ke bawah.
Ke bawah doktor. Buat
Ke
satu
bawah.
garis panjang dulu. Lepas tu yang dia punya investment dia tu ke bawah. Starting.
Dekat n equals to berapa?
0.
Okay, dekat n equals to 0. Alright, so every 10 years. So every 10 years, it will require 700,000. So every 10 years, maknanya
Setiap 10 tahun.
Okay. So dia dah ada P kat sini tadi kan? So P note kamu ni berapa? 6 million 6 million. So every 10 years, okay, dia requires 700,000. So, sekejap So, katakan yang ni 10 20. Dan dia berlaku perpetually maknanya yang ini dia berlaku Allahu Akbar. Dia pagi-pagi ni kan memang dia buat perangai sikit ni. Macam itulah. Sampai infinity. So dia berlaku every 10 years ni. Every 10 years. 20, 30 macam tu. So this one A dia 700,000. Every 10 years Alright. And next one, it's annual operation cost. Annual operation cost meaning that every year. Alright. So it starts from year 1, okay, sampai habis. Infinity. So yang ni A dia adalah 50,000. Okay. Alright, construct the cash flow diagram. Okay, annual income, alright, that the project should earn. to cover this cost and sustain itself perpetually if growth rate is 10% per year. So what you are expected to determine is annual income. So, all right. So what you need to do is this A and this A, you need to bring to here, and what you need to determine is A, annual income, and this one starting at year 1. All right, so how can we calculate that? Right? Right, so for this one, P is known, and you want to determine the A. All right, so P is known and A is unknown. So what you need to do is A equals to P over I. Boleh? And for our situation, okay, this A equals to 700,000 that recur every 10 years, and this one A equals to 50,000 recur every year. So our situation for that problem is a recurring process do happen. All right. There is also situation where non-recurring costs happen, which is it happened only once throughout the project life. Okay. So that one is considered as issues in capitalized cost. Okay. You read through this one. Okay. Okay, for our problem, all right, for our problem, okay, so this one happened for n equals to infinity. This one also happened for n equals to infinity. So how can you solve that problem? So you can read through this one and you can read through the example in your notes and try to solve this problem. Okay. Boleh. So macam mana? All right. In the meantime, can you write your name in the chat box to prove your attendance for today's class? All right. Can you share your answer in your WhatsApp? So what actually you want to determine for this problem? Okay, you want to determine the A. All right. And your A is, you need to convert this A. Okay. So you have P, and what is A for this one? Okay. What is the formula for, okay, P equals to A over I. So P equals to A over I. If you want to determine the A, all right, for P is known, okay, A equals to PI. So for P known, all right, okay, that is 6 million. And the I is 0.1. Okay. All right. And for this 700,000, okay, how can you convert that into A? Okay. All right, so this 700,000, that is the maintenance cost that happen every 10 years. So if you want to bring this, okay, if you want to bring that to, mana kita buat tadi? Okay, if you want to bring this to here, okay, what you need to do is you need to determine A here, okay, and this one is considered DF. So what is the formula for A is unknown and F is known? Okay, what is the formula for that? Which pair?
Pair 3.
Pair 3, okay. Boleh buat tak? Okay, can you write what is the formula for that? Boleh. Okay. And the answer for this one is A equals to 693 890. All right. And for this one, okay, for this operation cost that is happen annually, so you just okay, add that. Okay. 50,000 multiplied to 0.1. Okay. All right, can I see the second part of it? Okay, can you share in the WhatsApp? Any questions? Does anyone have any difficulties to solve this problem?
Doktor.
Yeah,
Doktor.
yeah.
Untuk yang A1 dulu tu, yang 700,000 tu, kita akan guna pair number 3. Dan N dia adalah 10 Doktor.
Ya betul, and dia adalah 10.
Okay. Lepas tu F yang value tu kita akan cari F.
Ya, betul. And then convert. A kita nak cari.
Okay.
So that 700 tu is actually F. If you looking that value at n equals to 0.
Okay.
All right, good. All right, can I get the solution for that problem? Right, the cash flow diagram for that question is something like this. Okay, so this is the cash flow diagram for that question. Okay. Siapa nak share? Ada sesiapa nak share kerja awak? Boleh? Ada tak ada orang ni? Hello? Does anyone having a problem to solve this question?
Tak dapat Rota untuk yang nombor 2.
Tak dapat
Jawapan sama macam tak sama macam doktor bagi tadi.
Jawapan
Uh,
saya lain doktor.
jawapan lain Okay. Jawapan lain. Alright. Okay. Kejap saya cari lagi soalan. Kejap. Alright. Okay. Can you try to solve this problem? Alright. So this one is okay. Sekejap ya. Alright. This one. Okay. Alright, for this question, I believe everybody received, you have this question in your e-learning, right? This question. Ada tak dalam e-learning awak? Okay, never mind. Sekejap Okay, kejap. Mana ni saya dah. Okay. Alright, so can we try to solve this problem? Okay, boleh. Okay, alright, first thing first, what we need to do is we need to draw the cash flow diagram, alright? So a small airport to facilitate health and emergency services is to be constructed in a rural area site A of Sarawak. It needs to be constructed in 2 phases. For the first phase, the investment cost is 10 million now, and the second phase is 900,000 2 years from now. So at the n equals to 0, you have a P note equals to 10 million, and at n equals to 2, you have a P1 900,000. So these 10 million and 900,000 arrow pointing upward or downward? Is pointing downward because it is the investment. And the operation and maintenance cost is estimated at 50,000 per year starting from now. And then, okay, you have the operation cost, okay, starting at year 1 until n equals to infinity, which is 50,000. So for the situation of 10 million and 900,000 is non-recurring situation. And this 50,000, okay, is a recurring situation. So, right? Okay, first thing first, evaluate this project and determine the total fund or capital needed now to support it perpetually. So what you need to calculate is you need to calculate P total at n equals to 0. All right. So the situation is if another alternative. Okay. So for this situation, you're going to develop the facilities at site A, and you also have alternative to develop site B. that has been, and the total fund needed to support it perpetually is 14 million. So which one you will be choosing? Is either A or B? Okay, so you need to determine P for side A and P for side B. Okay, boleh buat tu? Can I see your cash flow diagram for for this question? Okay, can you share? Boleh? As you can see, all right. All right, this is the P total at side A. So the answer, okay, here is the P total at side A, all right? And for side B, how can you determine the P? So P equals to, all right, good. Thank you, Bram. Yes, you got it correct. Okay, you got it correct, Bram. So what is the P total for side A? So for side B, this one is A. So this 14 million is A that is required perpetually. So if you want to determine P, for side B, P equals to A over I, where I is 10%, so this one is A. Okay. Boleh? Correction pen tak bawa pula. All right. Stewart, are you trying to solve the problem, Stewart?
Yes, I am, teacher.
Orang lain mana meeting je belum ke? Tak sudah pakai dua. Alright. Alright. What is P? Okay, what is P for? Okay, for 900,000, okay, if you want to determine P at n equals to 0, so that 900,000 considered as your future value, right? So you need to use the formula of P is unknown and F is known. So you will get the value of P for 900,000. So for that one, How much did you get? For 900,000. Berapa, Stewart? Operan. Orang lain ada tak?
Doktor,
Mhm.
yang tu kita akan cari A, lepas tu baru tukar kepada P kan doktor? Ke
Bukan. For that for that 900,000, okay, you convert that into P. Okay, remember. Okay, remember. Yeah. Okay, remember that 900,000 that only happened once. That is the situation where we call it non-recurring. So for for the non-recurring situation, we can use the normal formula. So at n equals to 0, so now you need to imagine that you are at n equals to 0. If you look at the value of 900,000, which is 2 years forward, so that 900,000 is considered as F. So for F, if you want to convert to P, where P is unknown and F is known, all right, so what formula that you need to use? Pair number 1, pair number 2, definitely pair number 1, kan?
yes.
So definitely pair number 1. So what is the value of P for F equals to 900,000? Orang lain macam mana ni?
743 43,000.
743 at 01.65.
Yes. That is very correct. Yes. And for the situation of annual, for the situation of the operation and maintenance cost that is estimated to happen 50,000 per year. Allah. Okay. That is expected to happen from year 1 until infinity. So that one, if you want to convert to P, so you use the capitalized formula, which is P equals to A over I, kan?
Yes, doktor.
Yeah. Okay. So boleh?
Tu 500,000 lah doktor kan?
Yeah. So 500,000 lah. Okay. So what is the total?
Lebih kurang lah banyak.
Kan, dia
yes.
kalau sikit-sikit lari tu okey lah. Tak ada masalah. So what is P for side B?
Doktor, untuk side B,
Ya.
dia punya starting investment saja yang jadi 14 million kan?
Ya, betul.
And the other things still maintain at the same constant kan doktor?
Tak ada. So maknanya for side B, there is no cost such as 900,000 ke, tak ada. So for side B, it
So tak ada
is
second phase lah.
ya, tak ada. So for side B, dia hanya ada dia punya apa tu?
Initial.
Yes, dia hanya ada initial fund which is 14,000. Itu je. Bukan. And the total fund needed to support it perpetually is 14 million. So that one is actually A. This 14 million is actually A. So you need the fund to support it perpetually. So this is A actually. So every year you need 14 million until the end of its life, which is infinity. So P for side B is P equals to A over I. So A is 14 million divided by 0.1. So for side B, P is equals to 140,000.
Oh, so dia replace 50,000.
Ya. Boleh? Can you understand the question? So based on this question, which site should be chosen for this project? The one that gives you lowest starting cost, which is site A. Betul? Faham?
Betul. Betul.
Faham Okay. All right. So if you want to understand more about the capital, all right, for the capitalized cost, okay, I will come back to your exercise that I have discussed just now. Okay, I have come back to this one. Okay. Yeah. I will come back to question. Okay, I will come back to this question next week. But in the meantime, can you try to solve problem for homework 3? All right, for homework 3, sekejap sekejap Awak nampak tak? Sekarang ni saya pakai satu skrin. Jadi macam saya, sekejap teragak-agak jap, saya tutup jap. Okey, saya share balik. Sabar ya, buat tenang. Orang lain mana semua senyap ni? Alright, for question number 1, this is actually a capitalized project problem. So actually you can solve this question, okay, question number 1, based on what we have covered so far. Okay, boleh?
Boleh tak?
Ya ke? Question number 1 ni ada ke? Perpetually, ada tak dia sebut perpetually? Macam tak ada kan? Ada nampak tak soalan ni? Okey, nampak. Okey. Sekejap saya patah balik. Alright. So the first question, this one. Second question is actually requires you the capitalized situation. Alright. So you need to draw the cash flow diagram first and then solve the problem. Alright. So for homework number, well, actually, that is why the reason I asked you to submit by 1st June, because what we have covered so far, okay, you will be able to answer question 1 and question 2. All right, question 2 has a little bit of capitalized situation that, okay. All right. So this one, annual bridge maintenance cost of 70,000 from year 6 until end of bridge life. So only this one requires the capitalized situation. Yang lain tu macam biasalah. Alright. So remember that capitalized situation can be combined with a normal situation. What you need to do, you need to read through the question carefully. So okay, all done, all clear.
Oh, maksudnya dalam question ni there's only one that using the capitalized cost thing, Doktor.
Ya, betul.
Oh, okay, faham, Doktor, faham.
Faham, Kalau siapa nak semak, okay, if you want to check whether your cash flow diagram is correct or not, okay, you can boleh semak. I'll try to help you as much as possible. Okay, so see you guys next week. So there will be no class on on Monday because it is a public holiday. Sultan punya apa tu? That is not Sultan, is Agong. Agong punya pertabalan. So see you all on Wednesday next week, and we try to cover second. Okay, I try to explain the solution for the problem that I've shared earlier on. Okay. Dapat jawab tak tadi?
Yang tadi tu dapat.
Dapat berapa jawapannya? Dapat 693,890. Dapat?
Oh, yang
Okay. So yang tu saya cuba untuk selesaikan next week. And at the same time, kita nak move on to our next chapter, which is on nominal and effective interest. Okay, this one. All right. I want you to read through the notes. I want you to read through the notes. Okay, just flip through, read through. If you don't understand, never mind. I try to help you to understand during a lecture hour. Okay, all right. See you guys next week.
Thank you, Doctor.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Doktor.